We organized a 6-day tramp on Tararua Forest Park, basically on ridgeline, covering most of the southern and northern crossing, linked with Maungahuka and the Tararua section. We started from Kaitoke carpark and walked southern crossing. The track was very muddy because of the rain.
Half an hour.
It was more and more beautiful when we were ascending to the forest. We were amazed by the forest in Tararua. There was no hut between car park and the Alpha Hut, and it took us about 8 hours to reach Alpha Hut, where we stayed overnight. We planned to reach Maungahuka Hut on the second day, but it turned out the weather was too bad. So we decided we were going to stop at Kime Hut. The visibility was very poor on Alpine. It took us about 3.5 hours to reach Kime Hut. Then we had a relaxing afternoon in the hut. It was clear on the third day, but with strong wind in the morning. we started walking, the wind was still strong, but at a safe level. We finished our planned southern crossing section and started walking to Maungahuka Hut. This section is very muddy and bushy. Both of us slipped over a few times. The wind gradually died down. After about 3.5 hours, we reached the most difficult part of the trek with some cables. We also needed to scramble up and down. When we reached Tararua peaks, the visibility was not very good, but we were able to see where the track is with cables.
It's not that steep actually.
After some scrambles, we reached the famous steel ladder. The ladder was quite solid, and it felt safe to climb down. After 4.5 hours, we reached Maungahuka Hut. You can see how muddy the track is through my gaiters. After a brief lunch break, we started walking to Anderson Memorial Hut. The weather was quite average for the day, and the cloud always rolled in and out.
3 hours.
There were a lot of up and downs, and we got 2,800 meters elevation gain for the day. The last section is an amazing forest.
Weird creatures.
It took us about 10 hours to reach Anderson Memorial Hut. On the fourth day, we were going to walk the Tararua section. A helicopter dropped off 2 volunteers to maintain the track.
No.
The weather was very good with light wind. which is perfect for alpine. We met a lot of Tararua walkers on the way. We dropped down to bush line after Nichol's hut. We had a lunch break at Dracophyllum Hut. The last section is a big ascent. That's where we are going to stay tonight. We finished our planned Tararua section and started walking to Arete. It took us about 10 hours to reach Arete Hut. The weather forecast indicated there would be strong wind in the afternoon on day 5. So we started walking at 6:30 to avoid the strong wind. Okay, so now it's too warm. The weather was good when we started, but clouds rolled in after. There were some scrambles around while in the pinnacles. Yeah. Oh, nice. After about 3 hours, we reached Tarn Ridge Hut. This hut was water damaged and moldy inside. The track up to Girdlestone is very steep. Our last main ascent is to Mitre Peak. This is the highest point of Tararua Forest Park. Then we descended to Mitre Flats Hut. We met Steve at Mitre Flats Hut as planned, and she brought chips, biscuits, and instant noodles for us. And those are the most delicious food after several long days. We walked along the river with some up and downs on the last day. Then it was a nice and easy farm track. It took us about 3 hours to finish the track.